Porn. Alright, and transition, and three. Oh, yeah, there. And three.
One interesting clicking, sorry.
And two. And, god dang it. Wait.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
A little bit. I want a little more Larry.
You are killing it. You are.
There, Larry. Yeah.
I really like the picture.
Need a
on
little
this.
layer. 3, 2, 1,
It's the
and...
captain.
30.
Live from Racine, Wisconsin, it's the best damn podcast in the world. It's Guys, Games, and Beer!
Yo!
Energy.
Fapping again.
You can't
We're
just,
never gonna deliver on that.
You can't just say things like that.
Fapping?
Yeah, you can.
No, we're the best damn podcast in the world.
We can say anything we want.
Say whatever.
It's our podcast.
There's no protections for the consumer
I like
anymore.
the
Well,
when he used to
and we don't make
qualify
any money on it.
in the north
Sorry.
side of Racine down in the basement.
Yeah, they could sue us for half our profit. Come on, I need the money.
Yeah, if you sue for
Best
half profit and
Racine
it's negative, do they gotta
Profit
pay you?
Podcast.
All right,
They pay half your
so
That's how that works.
shall we start with beer cards? Of course we should start with beer card.
Yes, we should.
Let's
Is
do
there
this.
another
Ready?
way?
Ba-dum, bum.
Ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-da. Beer card!
By the power invested in me by the state of Wisconsin, I now prepare.
Prepare.
And I will prepare this excellent feast for your eyes of beer court. Yes. This is like right in my line of sight.
It is right in your line. I probably could move that out of your way
How
just a little
come
bit.
your
for right.
gavel base keeps changing every episode?
I keep breaking. Today's defendant is.
Larry!
It's Larry Davis! We're gonna drink Larry Davis!
Okay,
Drink the blood of him!
So, as a good G2B member, I was visiting Green Bay, and of course, I had to visit a brewery. Or
Of
did
course.
I? No, I didn't visit a brewery. I visited a winery that sells
Wine.
hard cider, and I bought beer there.
Now wait a
So-
minute. Now wait a minute. Is it their beer?
It is their beer. Yeah.
Well, then they are more than a wine.
Kind of.
They are a brewery as well.
It's there's kind of a parent winery that also owns this Captain's Walk, which is just kind of an old house,
Mhm.
and they do actually make some wine there, and then it's kind of a nice place to just try some wines and sit around in like big lounge chairs and stuff like that, and do some wine tasting at a nice big bar, to do the wine tasting on. And then they have a much bigger brewery, and I'm not going to get this right. You say Von
Style.
Von Style Winery, that's the bigger one. And then they also own Annapia Brewery. Annapia Brewery, which was started in 1886.
In Green Bay?
Well, Annapia is what's now Algoma, which is basically like a suburb of Green Bay.
Outside of Green Bay there.
Yeah. But I question this idea of, it was started in 1886. Apparently, it was reestablished and reopened
Yeah,
in
thank you.
2013.
Yeah, thank you, because
So I'm like,
it's not like it's been a contiguous
Yeah, I was
brewery.
like,
They
I've
just
heard of
they
this.
just
Yeah.
stole some old brewery's name and slapped it on their new
Right,
place.
yeah.
That makes
fast
sense.
forward
Yeah,
150 years, right? Now we're already here. But in the meanwhile, what we're gonna give it a try. They may have a lot of brands, but they have now the guy who started the brewery was a Civil War veteran. And- Originally.
In
So we're looking-
Yeah, wow.
The Marvel.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really
Yeah.
It's
old.
better of the
Brewery.
Marvel. So
And I think as sort of an homage, I think you have the Little Soldier here, an American Amber Ale. So that's what we have.
That's what this
That
is.
is
today.
a nice looking amber.
Smells
ale,
damn
actually.
It smells
And
good.
and it's for an amber, it's beautiful. I mean, that's really a nice coloring.
Yeah,
It's
'cause
cloudy,
ambers are
which means
Ambers are
it's
usually like a 4.
yeah.
you know.
Well, ambers
Trailer
usually have that
train.
big old tramp stamp.
Sure,
and
right.
that's always a dead giveaway.
It's a butterfly.
It's a tramp
like a
stamp.
moth.
And I bought it in a growler because they had it on tap. So that's where we're at.
Yeah,
so.
which is good too. But it's cloudy, so it's an unfiltered ale. So
It's like a
good.
Blair Witch Project with the beer.
I tried.
No, it's good. I like it. All right, we're drinking.
I
now,
wonder
right?
why we weren't all invited to this awesome winery where you sit and lounge.
Because Drunken Larry actually
They've
doesn't
probably
like
seen
us.
our podcast.
You know, I'm okay with that.
Ooh, this is good.
That is a really good ale.
Wow.
Way to go,
That is good.
Larry.
That's very good.
Yeah, it's really smooth.
It smells like Root River, but it tastes.
It smells like the
It tastes
Milwaukee
like a
River,
Fox
but
River.
tastes like the
Yeah.
Smells like the root.
It tastes like the Euphrates. That's probably not a good thing.
A little sweet.
It's like the Ganges.
Yeah, I mean it's a caramely beer. It's more of that. It's not a
Yeah,
high.
it's not something I would drink all night.
Are you in today? Are you, Matt?
Yeah, he already had some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He can
I
only
took
have
a
like a
couple
sip
sips.
at a time.
Again, it's caramely.
His
I-
liver
I-
failed him.
Yeah,
What's the alcohol by volume?
Dinner.
I think it's only like a 4 or something.
Okay, so it's a typical ale. It's fairly low. Okay, but it's slightly heavy.
It is a little thick.
Yeah, it's a little thick.
It's like drinking a milkshake.
Not
Not
quite
quite.
that thick.
No.
It's not obvious.
All you naysayers.
But it's caramely.
it
It's
doesn't
got a
say.
real caramely to it.
It's good. I like it.
No, I mean it's really a good beer. It's a good ale.
Doesn't.
It's a good solid ale. So now is it only available on site or can you get it to in bottles and cans?
You know, given now I've obviously bought a 6-pack of this. I'm thinking you probably can get it in 6-packs, but
Right.
we're probably only going to get it in Green Bay.
Right.
You know,
so
it's-
you're not going to find it much
you
further
know.
than that.
And I get
maybe
you
a
know,
little
Green-
south, maybe a little west.
It's not great distribution for a brewery that was started in the 1800s.
Well, you know they just
Why-
take
why-
they
This
did
guy
take
is
they
a Civil War veteran. He can't move that fast, man.
Well, he also
they
can't
did
defend himself.
they
'cause
did
he's dead.
take they
The
did
South
take,
will rise again.
150 years. You know, why do you assume Civil War veteran? You know, there was people on the north.
He's pretty far north.
He is in Green Bay.
Nobody in the North
It's
identifies
almost south of
themselves.
Iron Mountain.
It's almost as if two armies fought in that war.
That doesn't sound right.
Now, if I've learned anything from Ken Burns' wonderful documentary, it's that I can fall asleep pretty easily to Ken Burns' wonderful documentary.
I was pretty sure he was the guy who was driving around here with that rebel flag. I was
that
sure
could be- that could be.
him.
Ken Burns?
Yes.
Yeah, he was driving around with receipt with a rebel flag.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's pass verdict on this. I'm thumbs up on it. You know
Thumbs
something?
up.
It's a solid ale. I
I
mean,
like
it's
it.
a solid ale.
It's the first anonymous in a while.
Yeah, it really
It's
is.
unanimous,
Unanimous?
not anonymous.
Could be.
Because
Could
you
be.
can see on our
Hillbilly.
faces.
Could be anonymous
This
too.
is why we can't have a nice podcast.
We are from
We
Wisconsin.
mucked up some words, and now we all sound like idiots.
I do recommend
Oh come on!
if
We
you
always sound like idiots.
Right?
if you
It's
like,
me. I'm the problem.
if you
Yeah, that's what it is.
as a trip guideline, if you like breweries and the wineries and stuff, and Green Bay is a fun little place because you have several of them right near each other that
Yeah,
all do
why weren't we
tours,
invited?
and maybe you weren't. Maybe you just were
Ignored
at
the
wrestling or
invite.
something. I don't know.
You're right.
I mean,
you
it
spent
could-
90% of my life in wrestling.
Could be.
And
You
it's
gotta
just
say
really good.
wrestling.
So I
man.
mean, and then you can hit, you can hit the football stadium and stuff. It's really a neat town if you have not visited Green Bay. It's just so
Green Bay
Never.
is a cool town.
I'd say I've never been to Green Bay in my entire
it
life.
is so cool. It is.
I think
just-
we should go to a G2B field trip.
It's like
Nowhere's
when you
better
go
than the sea.
downtown and stuff like that. I mean, it reminds me
Nothing.
of
Oh, no.
a small town like,
It's a bold
but
statement.
That's because Green Bay was a good working class town forever.
yeah,
It
I mean,
wasn't until the '90s when it started building out.
but just to mention a few, I mean, like Hinterland is right there. Across the street is Titletown Brewery, and then you have this one. I mean,
Road trip.
yeah.
I was gonna say, I just always imagined Green Bay to be like a.
You probably should do a
wasteland.
Oh no! Green Bay.
I-
Green Bay. No, the suburbs have built. They built.
I
up
mean,
the
I'm sure
suburbs.
it's fine, but in my head,
Now,
it's
and part of
like
the reason that is because the captain,
Fallout
farmland
4.
stadium.
the captain who owned that owned the building that the captain walks in, lost his fight to keep livestock running around his yard in the middle of the city. So they were able to build up and clean it up a little after they made you move your livestock out
to
a
the
little.
right out of the city.
You were watching Green Bay talk.
Times Games and Beer.
You're on NPR.
All right, so
We're talking sauce.
what is the real topic tonight,
I
Rob?
love Ken Burns. I'm sorry.
In other news, Ken.
In other news, okay, let's pass. So the verdict, Rob.
Verdict is, I find you guilty of being tasty.
It is tasty.
And
It doesn't really give you a good smack.
keep your
like-
hand there, will you?
No, I'm good. I'm super.
We did say you were the first person who was gonna get hit with this hammer.
Yeah. Nobody's gotten hit with it yet. Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
I hit myself with that hammer.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, fine. No
Well,
worries.
that doesn't count.
There's always a hammer that you hit yourself.
In his knee. Oh,
I
wait,
sentence
no.
you to drinking.
All right.
All
I'm good with that.
right.
I'm good with that.
That was a deep cut, Larry.
All right. So, Rob, the real topic tonight.
The real topic is funny games.
Oh, there are.
That's
I
topic one,
yeah,
anyway.
there are some good funny games.
So games that'll make you chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. God, this is gonna be.
This is gonna go.
Whenever
good,
we
Rob.
come back
this
from
is
a break,
gonna go good.
it takes like weeks for us to actually get
Get somewhere?
To be in the
How was that
infectious
noise?
groove.
To get
It
back in the
came from
groove.
behind
Yeah,
you.
it's like we're really off. Last episode was really off.
Well,
This episode's somewhat
Well,
off.
to be fair, we only recorded about half of it.
No, we recorded the whole thing. It was
Well-
there in all of its horrible glory.
right. If you want, those of you who didn't see it posted, it is on YouTube.
Yeah, crank up your headphones a bit.
Yeah, because it was. There were technical issues.
Yeah, but it's funny because we tested it and it sounded
It-
fine.
I played it on mine. I could hear it just
I can
fine.
hear it too.
I heard it throughout the entire episode.
But then-
too.
I turned it off.
Weird, I remember that.
yeah, like
I know
4 or
about
5
that.
times.
No, I turned it off. Okay.
No, you didn't.
I
You just
didn't.
couldn't hear it.
Nah,
I just turned it down.
Okay,
one
I'm
or
deaf.
two.
you're making jokes because he's old.
Yeah.
Can't hear good.
Yeah.
I just thought he was
Excuse
deaf.
me.
I didn't
What was that, Sony?
I got a conch down next to my ear.
Can I get one of those Civil
What?
War horns?
That's what I'm
dude?
saying. One of the
I want
horns.
one of those Civil War horns.
There
What are
you
you
go.
from the south?
Topical.
Because clearly, hearing
Making fun
problems
of
only
myself.
happen in the South.
Yes, indeed.
They did.
And when
They
you're
did.
old,
Haven't
and
you
the only
ever?
people
Haven't
in
you ever
Civil
watched
War.
Bugs Bunny?
That's why they only have
No.
Civil War memorials
That's
down there.
racist.
That's right.
I
You
know
never
that.
see a Civil
Wait.
War memorial. Oh wait.
I like Bugs Bunny being racist. Okay, so Rob, the real topic is games that make you chuckle.
Chuckle,
Chuckle.
chuckle.
Who wants to start this one out
Quack.
tonight? I've got a good one tonight.
Do you?
I kind of
Oh,
do too,
do
but
I?
I'm kind of old.
At risk of it maybe being
age is gold?
taken, and also being an obvious
Yeah, so say it
choice.
first before everybody else.
I was
jumps
just
in.
gonna say
Yeah,
it, yeah.
because this could be
Because
this one.
This could be short-lived.
I think it's an easy choice, but South Park,
Whoa.
the Stick of Truth is hilarious. Now
That is hilarious.
That is a good one. That is
Yeah.
a laugh out loud game.
it is a laugh out loud game, and sometimes the stuff based on humorous stuff like Simpsons games or in some they're not necessarily particularly funny, but the Stick of Truth is funny. Maybe the fact that it's an RPG lends itself to dialogue and things like that might bring the humor in a little easier. And it's a good game. It's a game you actually want to play. Like there may be other games that maybe are kind of funny, but there are other detractors from the game that it ain't worth it. But
I
Well,
don't
I
think
mean-
so. I think the game's like 100%.
no, that's what I'm saying. This
Oh,
game is
okay.
both a
Okay,
good
that's all right. I
game
mistook it.
and it is funny.
I thought
you
you-
know?
I thought you said yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm saying,
Gotcha.
but there are other games out there that
Oh, sure.
maybe they might be funny, but I
they're
just
not-
can't
but
stand
they
the game
suck.
mechanics or the graphics are horrible or the storyline goes nowhere.
Kind of like this podcast.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, pretty much so. Pretty much so.
So that is my
That
is
is
my
awesome.
pick.
That's a really good.
We did.
Wow. Yeah. Do you notice the nudes are gone?
That's true.
We killed
I thought they moved away.
Yeah, exactly.
They
Thank
did
you.
It's like a 5 all over again.
I have to go.
Wait, since this
Whatever, it's
podcast
basement.
takes place down below, they
Eric
moved,
Bay,
they moved above ground.
Anye, I may, and lay up day. Orthnay.
Fifth.
They're above ground people now.
They are better than us mole people. Living in the sunshine.
All right, now we're way
All right,
off
that's it.
topic.
What the hell are we talking about? Games that are
all right.
funny?
So you went,
Games
so
that are
who's
funny.
next?
Okay, I'm gonna go next. Who wants to go next?
You go next. Do you want to go next?
No, no,
Go next.
no.
No, you
want-
obviously
you-
want to
you
go
want
next.
to go
Yes,
next.
Sam.
Okay, no, we've actually done this one on the air. Mount your friends.
Oh yeah, that is.
So
funny.
if you
That's what I do every day.
exactly, and thank you.
It's Justin.
Because there is nothing better than big floppy penises in a game. Okay.
Okay, it's not all about the dicks.
It is all about the dicks, dude.
It's
The
always
game
about
is
dicks.
all
It's all
about
about
the
a
dicks.
real sausage fest.
Oh my god, it is a
Oh.
real sausage.
We
fest.
play that
And it
net-
starts with a goat. Okay.
Are we
So
doing
you
that
have
at NetFest next year?
Yeah, we have to
Yeah,
play that on
that's right.
NetFest next
Yeah,
year.
this year.
So
I
this
was
coming
saying
year.
that's like in a
So,
couple weeks.
so we
yeah.
will. If you haven't seen our episode with that, a year ago on was it did we do that last year or the year before?
I think that. I
It's been
don't
2
think that
Or it
recording
might be 2 years ago.
got posted.
Oh, it did.
I don't think it did. Did it?
No, it did. We actually
Okay,
posted
just
that one.
because you fat to it doesn't mean
See
it's
it?
posted.
It turned itself off again. That's because it's not plugged in. That's the problem with that one. That's okay.
Okay,
Don't
so
worry.
but 2 years. I think it's 2 years ago that we actually did the review of that one online, and it was just hilarious. I mean, the game just plays exceptionally well.
It's got great dick physics.
It got the physics on the penises are
those
the
physics?
best. I mean, look, wait, take a look at those penis physics.
actually
I mean,
phallics.
come on. So
Totally. Notally can see that.
Yeah,
Other
I can.
Other than
Wait,
Come on,
yeah,
Laura
come
can.
on.
Other than Laura,
and
who
it
is-
starts with a goat. So you have a goat and penises.
now glued to the screen.
Yeah, I'm just saying. No, really, it's a quick game. It plays well. There's nothing to
yeah,
it.
it's quick with you. Now
Hey-o.
What? Takes you hours. Takes you hours.
Oh,
takes you
Yeah,
hours to
dicks
pl-
and goats. You're
takes
quick.
you
not me.
hours to play that game.
Sensual.
You like to go slow when there's a goat involved.
I like to caress the kebab.
Hey, Welsh.
Oh!
Well, there goes
Blake,
the Welsh
Blake,
listeners.
that was for you, Blake. Okay, so that's mine. I mean, that one is truly, it's a funner game to watch. It's not a bad game to play, but when you're watching it, you just break out.
Pinky up.
Pinky up. All right, that's mine.
I'm laughing at that. It's funner to watch.
It's always fun to watch. There's a goat and floppy dicks.
Yeah, you don't want to be mixed up with that. You just rather watch.
That's right. Always better to watch at that point.
Yes, you're gonna want to watch. After
See,
that.
he's already laughing at it now.
I am laughing at it right now.
Are
All right,
you-
who's next?
Wow, really, people?
Really?
I mean,
You
okay,
got
I'll go
nothing?
next.
You
I
got
have
nothing?
a lot.
All right,
I just
well,
don't want to,
No, go.
All right. Well, I have to preface this with I pretty much laugh at everything, but so it's not hard to make me laugh, but yeah, that's fine with Justin because he's hilarious.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go with Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Good, because it's on the cover, and I was hoping it get mentioned.
There you
No,
go.
it was on the cover.
It was
the
on the
cover's-
cover of this
The
week's
cover's
episode.
pre-done. Yeah.
Excellent.
It's pre-done.
I didn't see that, but yeah, Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's funny. No. It's
What-
like I played it when I was like a kid too, so it was like extra funny.
Right. So and that one, it's got so very much the dialogue in that game that sucks you into all of a sudden some of the lines are like, oh fuck.
All right.
Yeah.
Especially on the N64. I think it was such a
Mhm.
surprise on the N64.
Yeah, and thank you. I mean, it's considering all of the dialogue
Really?
in that game is
N64.
exceptionally mature.
That's what.
That
Yeah.
was exceptionally.
Was it
mature.
rated mature?
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it had to be
I don't
mature.
think.
Just
Yeah.
mature?
Yeah, no, it had to be
skirted
rated
around
mature.
it with like.
Oh, no, no,
Sequoia
no.
vision,
Oh, no,
like,
they were being-
nah.
They
He-
turned
he
the
had
blood
balls.
green, did they?
Yeah, there were
He
nothing.
had balls.
There was nothing coy
Wow.
about Conker's Bad Fur Day.
No.
Every squirrel's got to have a nut.
Yeah, well, he had exceptionally
He had
good
unsa-
nuts.
he
He
had
had two.
a large
Those-
pair.
Yeah,
Deuces?
he had his sack of nuts going.
A second nuts. That was quite the game.
That was actually that's a really good call. Now this is getting back down to though. So for console gaming, I'm trying to think if there was anything more mature that came out before that. I mean, there were always the adult X-rated games before that, but as far as a
Hey, X-rated doesn't make it funny.
That was the first one that
Yeah.
I
Right.
played, and I was
well,
much
yes, it
too
does.
young. to
Come on,
play
let's
it.
be
Right.
honest.
Lisa Shoot Larry. Was that a funny one?
It's funny.
I don't know if
Depends
that
on
was
which
laugh
one
out
you-
loud.
I
fun.
know,
That'd
it's
be
pretty funny.
more.
It was pretty funny.
When
It was
they
more
make
turn the
you
lights down.
one of the one of the first ones, they make you enter a bunch of words, and then they mad lib it
yeah.
out of. Oh, this guy just wanted a condom with, and all these words you put in.
Right.
Pink polka dot is pure.
So yeah,
That's pretty funny.
But no, was that
Making fun of Mad
But
Libs, you know?
council-wise, I'm thinking Conquer's Bad Fur Day was probably one of the first ones that kind of.
Push that envelope.
Yeah, it was pretty crude.
It really was crude for its time. Not just sexual innuendo and so on and so forth. I mean, there was all sorts of crude humor in that
Yeah.
one. I don't think there was anything before Conquer's Bad Fur Day.
Well, I mean, sure, yeah. I mean, like you said, Leisure Suit Larry.
Yeah, but no.
was-
But I mean, from the standpoint, Leisure Suit
Not for the
Larry,
N64.
Leisure Suit Larry was clearly a sexual game to start with. I mean, the idea of the whole game was sexual.
Well, you can make any game sexual if it turns me on.
Again,
It's sexual.
sexual doesn't make
So
it.
there's
every
a
single
double-
literally
It
every
was
ever
also
played.
fun.
Every time
Also
someone turns
funny.
on a new game, they climax and they figure out something about themselves that day.
Solitaire. It's never the same after you jerk off to it.
That Queen of Hearts.
That's the tagline for the episode.
That right there.
Jerk off, so.
All right, who's got the next one? Never mind.
Minesweeper, too.
Wait.
It seems
I don't have
redundant.
one. I don't have one.
Okay.
You sure yours isn't solitaire? Because it sounds like you've had a lot of fun with that.
It seems to be
Soul
that.
Tart, so
Seems
good.
to be that jerking off solitaire is redundant.
That was really good.
Okay.
Larry.
High five
That
on
was
that one.
really,
Holy
really,
shit, dude.
really good.
Every once in a while, Larry pulls one out.
What the fuck just happened?
Golf clap.
That's an achievement right there.
Wow. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful.
And that's how we got a Tony.
Yeah.
We're
We're a Broadway
we're
show.
one way. We're on our way to an
right on our
EGOT.
shelf behind Rob.
I qualified for a podcast award one year. You don't know.
And that's
Yeah.
when the Tonys went
This was
down.
supposed to be our year, according to that one publicist.
Yeah, this is our year.
That was 2
We got
years
a 3D
ago.
printer. We'll just print one.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right.
That's the same thing as a real Webby.
Who else has got one?
I don't know that I have one.
Really?
Like,
You never played
like-
together, just made
I
you
have, like,
crack up?
15.
Like, okay, so it's not deliberately a funny game, but I laugh a lot while playing it. Would be like the original. Well, I shouldn't say the original because it's the third one, but the talk radio station. I forget what it's called in Grand Theft Auto 3.
I used to sit there on a hill
Oh,
and listen to
so
that.
fucking
Laszlo.
Laszlo.
Yes.
That is
Freaking
worth
awesome.
like the price of admission because that's hilarious. Now the game
Yeah.
obviously is not a funny game.
Oh, I don't
but-
know. Nothing like being a horned death.
We
Right,
still
but-
talk about Flabby Batwings
Yeah,
to this
yes.
day.
Or when
To
the
this
guy,
day.
or when the guy comes in and like and he says he can karate chop his
Oh,
guest
yeah.
in half, and Laszlo's like, for the love of God, please do not try. And the guy just like boom, and then he starts like, ah! And he's like, my hand. He's like, it's a solid oak desk. Like you're not gonna be able to chop it. Like I don't know. Like that one's really hard.
The guy who's supposed to be a marriage counselor, but he's just pimping
Right.
your wife out.
Yeah. Or when the guy's trying to organize the one guy, the calling guy, he's trying to organize some protest in the park, and he explains everything about it except for what it's for. He was like, "It's about people standing up for what they believe in, or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, against what though?" And he's like, "It's about a coming together of whatever." And he's like, "For what? Coming together for what? I admire your passion, but what are we talking about?" I don't know. That one I think is really.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
Now, I think I saw that last week on a radio station.
No, well, sure, yeah.
All right.
Oh, we see
But
a lot
that
these
brings
days.
a point, just like Rockstar. That doesn't. It doesn't add. It adds. To
Oh,
the
it
game.
adds the game immensely.
Totally adds to the game, but it's not like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this game about this great talk show radio host.
Right.
Like,
Right.
No,
that
it's
was-
just sitting there in
they
the
went
background
there
for
and
you to
went,
find.
oh yeah, let's get some humor in here.
Right,
too.
and maybe
Yeah,
people
because
don't even-
you actually need a little humor in that game.
Right.
Because it's, yeah, there's some dark.
Well, I
stuff
don't know.
there.
Some of their music channels are pretty great too.
Yeah,
I find the baseball batting just hilarious. Oh wait, no.
Larry.
That's
right.
Yeah,
Laszlo's
No, that's a good call.
that was the only thing when I
is-
saw the title of the episode. That was the only thing I could think of. Is like I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
Where like you start
As you
listening to
reinforce
whatever
that.
you start listening to Laszlo talk in that game, and then you forget what you were doing, and then like the mission you fail because you're just like, oh wait, I just started driving and listening to what he was saying. And
Yeah, you don't want to get out of the
didn't
car.
do it right. Yeah.
It
Don't want
really
to get out of the car.
turned
sorry.
around the taxi missions though, because you're just like, I'm gonna drive around and listen to
Drive
this.
around the- and there's a lot of it in there. I mean, eventually, because the game's so big, you would hear the same things. But I feel like there's like a good amount of stuff in there.
You know, you listen to one day
Yeah.
NPR, you're gonna hear the same story.
Except, well, that's true.
That's true.
All right, who's next?
That's pretty good. That's true. NPR does
Those
repeat
fuckers at
itself.
NPR.
Um,
too cheap to make more stories.
And not funny either.
I'm just gonna
Sometimes
go
they're
ahead and
funny.
nominate BioWare games. A lot of the times, when you are
Yeah,
walking
Bioshock's
around-
fucking hilarious.
What?
It's not.
Oh yeah, it is a Bioware game.
It is
Yeah,
not.
it is a Bioware game and not hilarious at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway,
Okay, continue.
so
That's hilarious. He's saying Bioware games.
obviously the BioWare
Minus
games.
Bioshock.
Right.
System Shock was too, wasn't it?
All right, now we're.
Just
No,
like Matt-
none of them.
But it's just
BioWare.
hilarious.
What about the Shocker?
That is.
It can be
hilarious.
Anyway.
Depends on who
For
you talk
one
to.
person.
Matt.
Well, that Dragon Age is pretty funny.
It's a real uplift.
Well, that's the thing.
Inquisition's a real
Like-
uplifter, you know?
No one suspects the Spanish Inquisition.
When you're running around like doing stuff
Bio?
in the world, a lot of times the
Biodome?
like the
Biodome.
ambient noise around you is filled with conversations between your
That's a good point.
companions.
I think
And
this
they're
says
all-
a lot about Matt's sense of humor.
They're all really different.
Especially
and,
Pauly
a lot
Shore.
of times, yes, especially Pauly
Yo,
Shore.
that guy
and
was so
Biodome.
funny.
And a lot of the times the banter between your very different companions is
No, that's
really
a good
well
point.
written
That's
and
a good point.
really clever.
Very subtle.
Like they'll just make some offhand comment to one another. They'll give each other nicknames, like a dwarf who jokes a lot calls an elf who is very serious. He calls him Smiley for no fucking reason other than he fucking wants to. And the elf doesn't care because he doesn't care about anything. It's just
That's
those
kinda-
little things that make the game more enjoyable because it adds a little humor to a very serious setting.
I understand that. It's as you're running through, and I said Dragon Age because it's the one I know more.
Yeah.
And the characters behind you are just like kibitzing behind you.
Yeah,
And
it's great.
It's kind of like the radio. Huh?
No, yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good point. It made me think of I haven't played. I don't think I've played the most recent one.
Mhm.
Probably the most recent two. But when I used to play the Deus Ex for original Xbox,
Sure.
and like a lot of those characters in that game would say, or if you gave them like I'd give you like options of things you could say if they asked you a question. If you gave them like the most obscure one, they all had like really funny responses, and then when you'd leave, you'd hear them still talking like, well, what was that guy's problem? Like, why, or so, like, so I know what you mean. Like, that's a
Yeah.
good point. Like a subtle.
I mean, but it's like
subtlety.
no Bard's Tale, I mean,
Well,
Well, sure, except that game was written to
it's a tough
be.
topic though. We can't all pick
funny.
Conquer's Bad
Yeah.
Fur Day.
just saying.
That's true.
There's not a giant pair of balls in every game you play.
Hey,
There
they are
should
when I'm
be.
doing it.
exactly. Thank
I don't-
you.
I don't play a lot of funny games. I play a lot of serious games that have funny moments.
There's a lot of games that involve Star Wars.
Yeah,
so-
Also that.
I would say that
Or wrestling.
Alright.
I would maybe argue with you.
There were some
or-
hilarious
or-
parts of
or-
KOTOR.
or maybe
That's
put
true.
out the
Yeah,
point that
Knights of the Old Republic had some hilarious parts. All
straight
right,
up
fine.
humor games. Seems like they were more in that point and click
Mm.
era.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When,
Day of the Tentacle.
you know what was it? There was the King's Quest series that everything was just silly, and kind of funny that way. You had to cool down. You had to cool down stuff with the iceberg lettuce, and so there's something like that. What was the space version by Sierra?
Space Quest.
Space Quest.
That was good.
I mean,
Yeah, it
the
was
same
actually
kind of
good.
thing, and all those point and clicks had a lot of humor in them and stuff like that. I think that's probably what sold the game more than anything
Sure.
was the humor in it. But as game mechanics and games got more advanced and stuff like that, maybe there was a bit of a loss on that. That you're only getting it in the background instead of as the primary because
Right.
the other things are selling the game, the graphics and storyline, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Otherwise, Death Spank is really good.
That was mine.
Death
Asshole.
Spank.
Anyway,
All right.
I love Death
No,
Spank.
you
Well,
can still
take
play.
out-
Well, you
do
can
Death
talk
Spank.
about it.
Well,
Oh,
why
that's
is
the
Death
way.
Spank?
Go ahead.
That's the only
Perfect
like
segue.
joke game that I've played.
He was
and,
segueing into
so
it.
there you
Yeah.
go.
So you're up now.
So Rob's one is Death Spank.
I'm just still mad about BioWare. I was trying to think if there's any other bio jokes I could make. And I was running out of it. Just run out after Biodome.
You're
I
mad
kinda
that
lost
it's like it
you.
was referred to as a comedic game.
What, Biodome? No.
No. Oh.
It wasn't even a game. It was a movie. But
Yeah, and a dumb
Right.
movie too.
Oh wait,
Not
you were
funny.
just
Not
festering
Not
on.
funny at
You were
all.
festering
Not the way you wanted to
on
be.
Biodome.
No, not the way I wanted
Rob
to
was trying to do word association.
Oh,
It's trying to bio
Okay,
engineer
so
it.
let's
Well,
talk.
stop
let's,
that.
Let's
Try to
talk about
bio-engineer
Death
it.
Spank.
Dust Bank basically stars a rather.
Look how bitter he is that
Not bitter.
Matt ruined it.
Yeah, wow, you really, dude. You just.
And I had two, and it just pisses me off that he
Wow,
did that.
wow, you.
Just kidding.
No,
No,
you just pissed his
it's an action
cornflakes.
RPG. You can play it with a controller. It came out on Xbox Live, PlayStation, and of course on PC where I play it. I've been playing on my little handheld
Yeah.
a lot, and it plays really well on that. But it has a it makes fun of the hero genre. I think it uses about every cliche you can, but it uses it in a way that it literally is funny. It just is. You're playing the game, and you're like, this is fucking hilarious. It is. It's like, can't believe you didn't use it. I would have been okay if it was your main one. But then
Well,
you,
I figured it was probably
but then it was
yours.
a
Threw it out
it
at
was
the
like
end,
You
like
threw
a
it out after a
throwaway, like a
Bioware.
throwaway.
I mean,
Like
Well-
a used condom.
Yeah, he was trying to
threw
pretend
it out like a
that
used
Dragon
condom.
Age, like Dragon Age is
Yeah.
funny, and then no one laughed, and
And
he
it's
was
like-
like,
No,
that's
I-
fake.
Dust Bank.
I thought that
Oh.
BioWare games was a good option, and then everyone took a shit on me except Larry and Justin. So I was like, Death Bank's a good one.
Dust
Well,
Bank is a good one. It's great. I love
I
it.
think
Yeah, we
that's
actually
only
did
a
take shit on
list.
you on that one.
I think that's only a list.
Huh?
A laugh inside.
No, it's a laugh outside. Fuck you.
It's an NE. It's
No,
a
I never
Death
even
Bank.
played
Death
it.
Spank is a laugh outside.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty
This
funny.
is a little awful. Worms is pretty funny. I think.
It is too, huh?
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, nice callback.
That is a
But
good
I finish
call.
up his, then you
Yeah.
bring that one up. 'Cause
No, I like that. Worms is good.
Worms is freaking
Yes,
awesome.
I would
forgot
also
about
agree.
Oh God, I've laughed so hard at Worms. You know when you just when you took a grenade down, they just go flying, and then they explode and explode somebody else. That's
And they
the
all
beauty
cry.
of it.
And the cutesy voice. Yeah, the cutesy little like
Yeah, no,
screaming voice of the
and the
worm
voice
is just,
acting and everything. is
hilarious.
really
What are we talking about?
Occasionally,
Worms.
something will happen, and occasionally one will just commit suicide.
Right.
It's-
Yes.
Oh, it's it's hilarious in the way that like it's one of the few games that you can lose and still be just laughing your
Yeah,
ass
you
Yeah,
off.
can lose
no.
and have a great time. still.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That was a very good call.
Did you see how my
was
ass
clutch.
got blown up?
Did you see how
you
I blew
did-
myself
I like how
up on
I
accident?
don't have anything.
And then I just whipped it out, and then you saw all the glory of it.
All the glory of his sheep.
That's never happened to
Nothing
him
better than
before.
the sheep box.
It doesn't really. Oh.
Usually there's a lot of crying.
Worms is really good.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is
Stop watching
That's
me
all you
while I
got?
sleep.
it's like that's it.
It's the
Yeah.
semi.
You're really peaceful when you sleep. It's-
So creepy. So creepy.
God, Larry, you're on a roll tonight.
All right. So,
right,
we
next
killed that topic to death.
I think we probably murdered it.
Yeah, I'm thinking we did.
We
Where's the
mentioned Day of
horse?
the Tentacle, right? Because it's on the cover.
No, we didn't mention Day of the Tentacle.
Day of the
Nobody brought that
Tentacle's
up one.
hilarious.
That's another good one. Speaking of which,
No, I thought it was brought up.
Yeah,
Day
in
of the Tentacle.
passing, we
talked
were
about
talking
it.
about it in passing.
Did you?
Day of the Tentacle is
missed it
hilarious.
completely.
I
though.
missed
Me
You know
too.
why? Because I ignored you.
And it just got remade.
That happens.
You brought it up?
I ignored me. I don't
Did you
even remember.
Did you know? Yeah, see, that's it.
What?
You know what? Another good one is Death Bank 2.
Dogs of Virtue.
Thongs of Virtue.
Yes, it is.
So anyway, what's the other topic?
There's
Show and tell.
by the way, if you want to bring them
Show
up.
and tell is the other topic.
Oh, show and tell. Well, I got
I'm
golf.
excited for show and tell.
I am too, actually. I got a bunch of shit to show tonight.
Oh, I
I'm
only
not.
have
I
one
totally
thing.
forgot.
gosh.
You
Can
can
I just
carry
go to
me.
sleep now?
No, because I'm only. A lot of it is to hawk our upcoming appearance.
Yeah.
Well, now.
Can I go first then if you have a lot of stuff?
Yeah, you
Sure,
go first.
thank you.
'Cause- What, you can go get up and get him one?
Yeah, because it's so much easier.
That is almost
for
double
me.
Dutch douche. I
I
mean,
know.
that was like,
Send
not only is it, I'm drinking
my
his
beer up.
beer,
Send
but
Matt.
he is like saying, can't you get up and get him one? I mean,
Thank
that
you,
is
thank
re-
you.
Go
that
get me
is
a beer,
rough.
old man.
And he's probably the only one really prepared for this topic, so.
I'm really prepared.
I am
All right,
prepared.
then you're up.
Start showing and
Is it my
telling.
time?
Yes.
All right, this is on behalf of Justin and I because
I
it's
forgot.
because he
Okay.
forgot. But
Wow.
there's this really cool
Nice.
plug and
like Tom
play.
Clancy's
It's just a
Crackdown.
plug and play, so the game's like just okay, but it's really cool.
That is actually really
Wow, that,
sweet.
Millennium
Shaped like
Falcon,
the Millennium
no less.
Falcon.
I think
You
I
get to
saw
fly
that
the Millennium
at your
Falcon.
house last time I was over there.
You can do the show
It's in
for
the
me.
basement.
Are the
Fire
games
anymore.
are the games
No, no, it's a
unique to
catalog
that,
fire.
or are
Can't do the
they?
show.
Yeah,
Drink
yeah,
the
it's
beer
just
from
like a
the
flying
Right there,
shooting
that's
game.
yours.
Too.
They're good for
I
the
think
Yeah,
there's-
but like you they're not like a lot of the controllers like that are they're just arcade
Other-
games
yeah,
or
yeah.
something like that. So those are the only way to get those games is to buy that device.
I think so, but as someone who is more
well, I'm gonna go legit
Okay,
way.
I want one of those now. I gotta add one of
That's
those
actually a very
to my
sweet
handheld
looking
collection.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I don't remember where I got this from
I gotta
either.
find
I don't remember either.
now.
I think
Really
you might have
cool.
got it at St. Martin's.
EB Games.
No, I didn't get it.
Toys R Us.
No, I think I got it
This
from
last year?
New
Funko
Wave.
Wave.
Really?
You got them like
Okay.
so we've only had it for
I,
a year.
I so one game on that.
There's two.
I believe there's two.
Nice.
KB Toys.
Is it a
Pretty
dip
cool.
switch setting?
So it's a pretty new device.
I
Is
just wanted to
the
say dip
graphics
switch.
pretty decent?
No, I mean, they're kind of just there. I mean, they're nothing to write home about, but they're not horrible.
Gameplay. Nah, all right. Nothing.
It's a, it's a
I will get one because I love the show.
All right,
Thank
so
you, thank you.
that
That's
is
all-
a
that's
put
all
on
you
the
need.
shelf
That's
for
all you
life.
need.
know anything
Anything
else
more
about
than
it.
that is
I
true.
agree.
Like she got it for me. I played it once and then it's been on my shelf.
It's just pretty. It's not
It's
there.
just
to-
really cool that it's shaped like a Millennium Falcon.
I agree.
It is
like the
really
Millennium
cool.
Falcon. Sold.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Exactly.
moral of the story is, after you play it, take the batteries all out so they don't explode inside
Right.
of it.
yeah,
Because you're never going to play it
Or
again.
leak.
Okay, alright. Got it.
Speaking of, I got one in there. I got to do that too. Thanks for reminding me of
There's
that.
probably some in there, to be honest. So that's probably a good
Yeah,
call.
maybe.
I wouldn't open it.
Not here. We'll deal with that at home.
With gloves on.
All right, who's going next?
Somebody thought that it would be a good idea if the Ghostbuster plug and play as a car. As their car. It'd be cool if it played the original
Oh,
Commodore
like it's
64.
shaped like the.
Oh, well, you actually raced around and went to the different sites
yeah,
that
it
were
was shaped like the
haunted.
car.
Oh, that would have been a
God.
good one.
Why don't we work for Jack's Pacific?
Damn, straight. No, that would.
Yeah.
So there was a Ghostbusters
'Cause we
game
made
on the
poor choices.
C64 where ghosts would pop up in the city and you had to drive the car, Ecto-1, around the city and get to that site and then take the ghost and catch the ghost. But on a joystick shaped like the Ecto-1 would have been freaking awesome.
Oh my God! I would even put up with it.
Yeah, I made that noise, exactly.
Yeah, because that's gonna make the Graham gate. The Graham great.
Grain game, guys.
Graham great?
You
Or-
should
or-
not
it will
have
make-
brought
It
it up.
will make the
No.
Graham great.
That is
it will.
actually a great
Make America
idea.
grape again.
I really do like it.
Nice.
All right.
All right, who's next?
Show and
I
tell.
ain't got
You
shit.
got none to show.
I
So
think
I
it's
think-
just you
No,
and you.
actually, I haven't.
No, I know Rob
Yeah,
got
actually-
stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've got to tell.
You
I'm
want me
not
to go
gonna
first?
show anybody.
Let me go first.
Yeah, you go.
All right,
I
so-
mean,
Up to you.
I really like yours.
Okay.
I feel like you
That's
should
not
go
wondering if
first
we should
and then
close
you
with
should
it.
go.
All right, let's close.
So you
Let's
should
close.
close
You
with
go
his
first.
because you're hawking all that stuff.
I know you.
Yeah, I'm
got
gonna
a bunch
hawk.
of cool
I'm gonna
stuff.
hawk some shit too
Exactly.
while we're here.
All right, so
Yeah, but you almost have two. So maybe
I brought
I have
Dolph. No, no.
Dolph.
that's not even the official Dolph.
That
That's
is
like
true.
Dolph.
That is one of the official Dolphs.
One of.
Shh.
How
You
can
can
there
have
be more
more
than
than one.
one?
We all
It's easy.
have one.
Plenty how
We
men
don't talk about what happened.
Thank you.
This is
Exactly.
have two
very
adults.
curious.
Rape goes two ways.
Ooh, he's been busy.
I've been kinda, not really, because it would be assembled. Okay, so anyway,
It's getting there. It's getting there.
right, I'm working on. Can you see it from here? Yeah, you can see it from here.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm working on a Pico 8 console. So Pico 8 is right now a fantasy console. Actually, I'm sure other people have built this kind of thing, but it is a fantasy console. It's a 8-bit console, but it was made within the last few years. It's semi-virtual. It runs on top of an operating system, but basically this box will run it, and I will have these controllers. It's a 2-button system, by the way, 2-button gaming system. I've got the keyboard on the way. That's one of the reasons why this isn't done yet. But I got these controllers so it matches the box, and inside of it will be this lovely
Raspberry
little
Pi.
Raspberry Pi. This is,
And you made
this is an
this?
old one. It's an old one, so
Nice.
basically I'm going to knock some ports into the back of this guy.
Can I help you?
So, no, not that way. This box is the worst bitch to get ever, by the way, because they delivered like a toy. They like sent me the wrong thing, like completely wrong thing, like nothing to do with what I ordered.
Okay.
So I had to reorder it.
I'm gonna be.
I did not just break it.
I'm gonna be really annoying. Have
You
seen,
broke
Have
it!
you seen the Raspberry Pi ones that? The
Yeah,
boxes?
but I do not want one that is a Raspberry
So you
Pi
want
box.
you
I don't want it
to
to look like a
right,
Raspberry Pi.
So
I
he's
want it
gonna
to be
make
its
this
own
look
look.
so unique.
Right, so I went with more of an Apple-looking
Right.
box.
Oh, that's good. Cool.
And then I have a friend with a 3D printer, Tom, and I'm gonna have him print out a Pico 8 logo,
right.
Uh,
Nice.
extrude it, and then I'm going to paint it with Tester's paint and spray over it to protect it. And then it will say Pico 8 on it. It will have. I'm not sure what I'm going to use for the switch yet. I've been thinking about a hat switch type of thing just to make it look really cool.
Okay.
It might be too light to do a hat with though. I'm gonna look.
We
and
can
I'll
make,
see
Yeah,
how
we
it
can
is.
it might-
we can make a hat cover with a micro switch. in it.
Maybe you
Well,
could
there's a
print
lot
it.
of spare room in this. I don't know if you've noticed how small the board is, so I could weight it.
Yeah.
If I wanted
you
to.
could, You
Yeah,
could
that's
micro
true.
switch for the hat cover.
Yeah, I thought about that too, or
You could put a
I'm
really
not
heavy
sure.
heat
Yeah,
sink
I'm
on
not
it for
sure
no
yet.
reason.
Yeah. All right.
Or like I want it to
Potential.
not be obviously.
But you're making a very unique Pico.
Yeah, I'm
8.
trying to make.
Very cool.
I'm trying to make one that
Very cool.
actually looks like it could have been a console for the 80s,
Yeah.
obviously without USB. The Pico 8, by the way, if you haven't messed with one, they were free for Black Friday. I'm not sure whether they're free now, but they're like $15 and well worth it because every game after that is free on it, and it's got hundreds, if not over 1,000 games for it right now, and they're
Wow.
unique. They're unique to the system. They're not games. Although
Amazing.
one was converted to a Steam game later.
Yeah, show them those controls. I like the fact you were able to find black controllers.
solid
Yeah,
black-
the black Nest
Yeah,
controllers.
those
they're
are
not
frickin'
too cheap.
No, they look great.
Not
those,
like the
those
ones
are
I
gonna go
used
so
on,
great on those on that system.
Not like the ones I used last year. Yeah, I think they're a lot better. They're not perfect, but they're not bad.
Pass it
Um,
on.
They're gonna look beautiful on the system.
So yeah, it's got thousands of games. They're really great. A lot of them are games like that. You're like, I can't believe this wasn't in the arcade, because it's like something you would have seen in an arcade in the '80s, but was never. You never saw the game before. It's like, wow, this is impressive. So they've got a lot of really good developers on board. There's not just one team developing for it. There's dozens of teams developing for it. So really pretty awesome thing.
I just really
A
like
little
the
bit
custom
left in
box
here.
idea.
Go ahead.
Because a friend of mine I know, he's big into the Raspberry Pi stuff, and he has got a couple of things that look very cases for him. That,
Everybody knows
make
what the
a
Raspberry
bitch load of
Pi-
cases for the pie.
so it's very
Because-
cool that like you're gonna put it into like a different thing.
That is a good idea.
like
actually.
Everybody knows
Not
what a
to mention-
Raspberry
you're
Pi
right.
box looks like.
That you're right, because you know what's funny, because a buddy of ours
wait.
made is making a clone
this
for
one?
Christmas, and
That's
those
yeah.
arcade
Well, it's like
seats.
Taylor's
Did
got
you
a
see
few
his?
of them.
He's got this great.
His is like
He's kind of done a Nintendo
covers it.
style
It's pretty
sticker
much
for,
that shape
but he's
or
using the
whatever.
standard
But
Pi
it has
case,
ports
so
on the back of
immediately
it,
you
so
know
you
it's a
can
standard
know it's a
Pi
Pi.
case.
laptop and
Right,
like
but
one
he's doing some
Telling
cool
you.
work. No.
Oh.
It'll boot right into the
For
Pico
you?
8. You're not ever gonna actually see anything other than the Pico 8 on this.
Okay, wait. So Raspberry Pi. This is not a Raspberry.
That is a Raspberry
That is a
Pi.
Raspberry Pi.
So what is Pico 8
It's software.
as opposed to? So it's
Software.
software.
Totally weren't listening to the beginning, were you? It
Evidently
lies
not.
right on top of the
Evidently
operating
not.
system. It's a virtual machine.
Okay.
It's a virtual 8-bit OS.
It
it
is.
is-
It's going like ah,
It's pretty much complete. It'll use a keyboard and such.
What does it sit on top of?
It sits on
a
top of
chair.
whatever.
On Linux in this case.
In this case, it sits on Linux, but it sits on Macs. It sits on it's
It
really
sits on
sitting on
Eiffel
Linux.
Tower.
So,
But it also
it's
sit
just
on
a
Windows.
virtual- so
It's a
Pico
VM.
8 is just a VM that you run on top of whatever runs.
It's a virtual, yes, but it's its own thing. I mean,
Right.
it's not a VMware instance. It's
Sure.
not a
Is VM vibrating machine?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
it is.
yes
Thank you.
vibrating machine.
I need a VM at home
For personal use.
Personal use.
I've got 2 VMs.
Hey,
Shocker.
Anyway,
All right. Anyway.
I think that's you.
I think it's
And
Tom's turn.
Hey, we haven't had a moment of silence in a while. That was
Yeah,
really good.
that was an awkward moment of silence. Okay, so let me take over. So I'm gonna a couple show and tell tonight. We always, as always, on air love our Vectrexes, and there is something.
Boring, make it exciting.
There is something new to love about the Vectrex.
Ooh!
There's something new about the Vectrex?
Well, something new for the Vectrex. So as you know, we all of our group owns the 72-in-1s, the
No, we don't.
multi-carts.
No, we don't.
Nope.
Everybody owns a Vectrex does. So
No,
screw
everyone
you guys.
Everyone over 40 owns a
Vectrex.
Vectrex.
And we
There
all
you go.
Everyone who owns a Vectrex owns a
owns the
multi-cart.
72-in-1.
Yeah.
So this particular one, he's come up with version 2 of it. He has added some new goodies to it. as much as, it's funny to say, well, I already own the 7201, he's put enough new stuff on this that you might want to also
That
buy.
was a real challenge on that because I already have the 72.
I know, so
Larry
do
doesn't
I,
like
so do I.
rebuying stuff,
But here's
you
the
know?
thing, he's added a
I
new stuff to
love
it.
rebuying
First of all, he
stuff.
put Becky Birds on it,
Multi-card.
which is really good. He put Whack-A-Mole on it, which is really good. He's got the new Space Race on it. So he's put a lot of the
What did he
homebrew
dump
stuff on
off?
it.
Because it's still 72 and 1.
He didn't dump anything off.
Oh.
But we still
So
have,
it's
He's still
way more
calling
than
it
72.
the same name.
It's the
He-
72
So,
plus.
he's
It's
got some demos on it.
branding.
but we still have these. We
I
can
know
just
what
drop
you can
whatever we
program.
want.
I know, but
They're a horror.
they are a horror.
They are a horror.
So-
that is some sarcasm right there, because these bastards are a horror.
These,
I love it. I do. I love it for what it is.
Conceptually a
but
great
they're horrible.
idea, but
Yeah.
the whole thing is programming them and working with
Wait.
Wait,
Great for Warrior.
wait.
Well, yeah,
Look,
You could download Warrior, buy the overlay for $8,
which we did.
and it was awesome.
I know, which we did.
look. Here's the thing. If you are anywhere near technically literate, buy one of these. They're
Right.
great, but they're horrible at the same time. They're,
Right.
they're-
And there's no interface on it. It's all mechanical. It's all you have to program it yourself.
but they're
It's all-
still great. But
No,
they're
I'm not.
horrible.
I'm not knocking them, but you have to be
So you're
technical.
really
And
not
we have to
selling
be
it.
clear,
So
we're
you said
not
everybody
talking about
over
the
40 owns a
72
Vectrex. This guy here says he must not be over 40 yet, then. So there you go.
Right. So he should go once
Yes,
you
as
reach
soon
40
as all you people
on your
turn
40th
40,
birthday. It is going to be
You
a
have to buy a
mandatory thing that you
Vectrex.
run out and buy a Vectrex.
No, you're going to buy it for me.
Yeah,
'Cause
well,
it's my
I'll just
birthday.
give you one of the 3 I own.
I was gonna say.
I already own 3. So because I'm really old.
We're gonna murder.
Every
Ben
time I
before
hit
he's 40
every
though.
time I add another 40 onto it, I buy another one. So
Tom is 126.
thank you very much.
Sure. He looks
It's
just
my
like a day over
126th
125.
Nope,
birthday.
not at all. So he's added enough stuff onto the new one that it's really good to go. Again, as always, it comes without a cartridge case. You have to have either an existing cartridge case if you want to put it in a cartridge case, or you can buy these really cool custom blue ones, which are available on eBay.
You just get.
Did you
get-
print out that little thing? there?
No, he actually sends you a label for it, though.
Oh,
Yes.
that's nice.
Which is really cool.
He sends you the label separate? He doesn't just put it on?
No,
No, because there's
it
no
doesn't-
cartridge
no,
case to put
he
it
sends
on.
you the board and the label.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got one of those custom ones.
Do
Yeah,
it yourself.
Yeah, those are beautiful.
And that's
beautiful
great
cases.
because then you don't
It's
have to
like-
destroy.
Hi, Ryan.
You don't
Ryan's
have to
watching.
destroy yet another blitz.
Right, thank you. You don't have to destroy another blitz on the Vectrex. Because I've destroyed so many cartridges making multi-carts. But it really is really good. I'm going to really quick show you something else we've never showed before on our show. And we've done a couple of Vectrex episodes. Is the Vectrex Light Pen. And I actually have one of the genuine Vectrex Light Pens.
We're not talking
Wait.
about his wiener.
Now you get to do the pug. So these are kind of, if you're in the Vectrex community, these are really desirable. They're hard to find and
And easy to make.
Yeah, and if you really want to, you can make your own. Literally, you can. There are plans all over the place on how to use a. Well, let me turn that down a little bit. On how to use a marker casing to make your own light pen.
In
The one thing
Soviet
about
Russia,
it is
Pen makes you.
they really actually
That's
did
a
it.
really nice Vectrex, by the way.
What's that?
That's a nice Vectrex.
Well, look for me, doesn't it?
It's doing weird
That was the one with the scratch on the screen, I think, isn't it?
Is it?
No,
Wait.
it's not.
It's not the
No,
one
it's
with the
not.
hole in it.
No,
Wait.
it's not. No, it's
I was
not.
gonna say that's a really nice Vectrex then.
No, it's not.
But that's a really nice Vectrex.
I've got a couple of good ones still. Okay, so I'm gonna let's see if I can find here.
That was a slut of a Vectrex. It was like in
So
everybody's
again,
lap.
the nice thing about the 72-in-1, he's done a really good job on the menu system. I mean, it works very well. He's got all the original games on it. He's got a bunch of homebrew. He's
Ooh,
got
are
a
you
bunch
gonna
of
try to do
unavailable.
adult artwork
Oh, I
again?
thought it said-
Yeah, I'll try to do adult artwork
Oh.
again. I know,
So, yeah,
yeah.
what's up with
So
your
here's the
crazy
Art
raps?
Master game, which was one of their light pen games.
you're like, whoa, man.
The light pen's actually very responsive on this, and it really had some cool stuff. So I'll go to Sketch. You can see that the actual ability of it to follow the light
All
pen
right, I gotta
is
move.
perfect.
I gotta see it.
That's the beauty of this kind of stuff. So the cool thing with this is you could actually draw on the screen and create all sorts of things.
Could we give it to our graphic designer and not you?
No, just give it to me because I suck at this.
You drew almost a line.
Yeah, I told you I sucked at this. So the
I
whole
see
thing
it on the
was
screen and
is it really they did a really
Wow.
good job on this, and then you could animate your drawings. You could use it to create drawings. There's also there are quite a few light pen games available for the Vectrex. Again, if you can't find one online, definitely look for the plans.
Not 40
They
a pop.
only cost you maybe $20 to build one of these light pens.
Hey, question.
If you buy one, it's going to cost you about $100.
Oh wow.
Question from the Peanut Gallery was, hey, you know, you're kind of right in the way of the cameras.
Well, I tried to get down. I mean, I didn't.
literally.
I didn't
It is
kneel.
just your
I
head.
didn't
Just your head in the
kneel for my
background.
own health here.
Where did you get the multi-card again?
The multi-card,
Yeah.
directly
Hilarious.
from the author. Atari Age sells them. If you want to buy them on Atari Age, you can get them from
Like
Atari
right
Age.
there.
Hey,
But
It's like
otherwise,
right
you
um,
can still see plenty
if you go
of
to
the screen. I don't know why I was complaining. But you're whining, internet.
VecTreksOnline.com. And we'll have a link to them on our website.
Good, whatever.
The guy who actually
Whining.
wrote this, he's got it available there.
So what else can you use the light pen for? Like you
There
just
are
showed us this.
so
and-
there are other games like shooting games and so on. There's
Nine penises.
Well,
there's
you
all
said
the
Mole
programs
Attack.
with
With it, can we turn it this
Oh.
way?
Mole
Like,
Attack.
Whack-a-mole. I'm not sure
Whack-a-mole.
Whack-a-mole works with the light pen, does it?
Well,
I don't wanna
I mean, it
move
should.
it.
I mean,
Because
it's
I'm
based
afraid
on
it's just gonna.
the light
Yeah.
gun that it was made. I mean, it was based on the
Yeah,
light
but no,
gun.
then you still need some kind of a trigger then.
I mean, it's
Well, aren't you doing
I'm
the
just
button?
triggered right now.
You'd have to do
well,
two.
let me find out. Actually, let's find out if
Let's
Whack-a-mole.
try it.
Let's try Whack-a-mole and see
This
if
game.
I don't know if Whack-a-mole works with the light pen. It's for the light gun.
We're doing a let's play.
It's for the light gun. I don't know if it's for the light pen. So there is a light
Well, we're
gun.
going to try this, huh?
Somebody's just come out with a light gun interface.
So you gotta
can
point-
use a
you gotta
master
point it?
system.
You gotta point it
Yeah.
and then hit the button.
Yeah, so somebody came out with a master system light gun. I don't think that's going to work though because there's no. See, the one thing about the old Vectrex light pen is it had no buttons on it.
Right.
Unlike
but there's
a-
still buttons down
Unlike
there.
some of
Vectrum.
Is that like a special kind of rectum?
Yes.
Ooh, clean sweep.
the. Oh,
Vectrum.
it's,
David near killed
it's
it.
kind of a Pac-Man clone.
There are all good things. You know
Let's
what's
see here.
you know what's not
Homebrew.
on the 72 in one?
Butts.
The super great
Well, I didn't see
G2B
Whack-a-Mole
logo
there. Let's see.
theme
Homebrew,
that
miscellaneous.
is
Feel like I'm
available.
getting dusty.
Yeah,
Just
we
as
actually
talk
have
about
a
it.
Merry Christmas
Merry
demo.
Christmas demo.
Yeah, so this is a
How's
group
your
that actually.
401k
Why,
Yeah,
doing?
it's actually.
why am
This
I not
kind of
finding
seems
Whack-a-Mole?
like why are there so many demos? Like 70.
Because this game was never most of these games were never released.
Oh,
So there's Whack-a-Mole. Let's see if I don't know if I can do this with the pen.
Yeah, because it's not in the same controller, right?
Right? No, it's not. Right? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so you can't really use the pen to do Whack-a-Mole. It would have to be the
What if
same
you
controller.
touch it?
What's that?
Touch the screen
This
with
is so
the.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Oh,
How
okay.
cute this is.
Yeah, this is a new game. Actually, this is brand new for the. Oh, I'm not gonna hit the bomb.
You know what it looks like? A Commodore VIC 20.
Yeah, what do you want? It's a Vectrex.
Yeah, I know.
It
Which is
came out
great.
about the same time. So again, 7201 is really good. There's quite a bit of new stuff on it. I would strongly suggest if you're a Vectrex collector getting it. Again, light pens are always cool. We will. We should probably demo one of these at
It sounds like
at
it's
Midwest.
sick.
I'm sorry, at Midwest Gaming Classic.
Oh, we definitely
We
should.
did-
We always have Vectrex.
Yeah, and we've always demoed.
We've had three there.
And we demo the 3D imager. We've never demoed the light pen before.
How much does the guy at MGC sell the multi-card for?
Which multi cards?
The this one, the 72 game.
I don't know what Pack
It's, like, really
Pack
cheap.
Rat Games I think has it as well.
Yeah,
yes.
he's like way cheaper than it generally goes for.
Yeah, he really is. But here's the
But he
thing.
sells it cheaper at MGC. See?
Yeah, the Pack Rat Games
Another reason to come to
does a
MGC.
great job with a lot of the multi cards.
Oh, yeah,
He's gotten the rights to produce a lot of the multi cards.
Yeah, but I'm
MGC.
So he makes some of them himself and sells them. What's he
Yeah,
doing?
he
I
does.
think
He
it's
does I don't
recently
think he
come out.
advertises it on here.
He may not have it yet. This just came out.
Yeah, the new one, but I mean, even the old one. We had a question about the old one. I am pretty sure it's like $40 when he sells it.
Yeah, it would be
It's
cheaper.
like really cheap.
Yeah, he's
When
you
he
know
sells
something?
it.
He's really good about that.
Can you just get the Whack-A-Mole game? Because I really just want to play the Whack-A-Mole.
I know it really looks pretty good actually.
it's
So
cute.
you can if you have the ability to either burn your own cartridges or download the game. So the source code's available. One thing about the Vectrex community that we've talked about before, all games have to be free. You can't charge to make money on games. You can sell it for what it costs you to make it. You're not allowed to make money on it.
And that is one of the things where some of the groups are violating the terms of service on this, where it obviously doesn't take them $100 to sell the card. But
Right.
the problem is they're
Right.
usually resellers. They get them from the original seller who sells them
Yeah.
cheap, and then they sell
And
them.
then they
Yeah, which is
resell them.
perfectly legit.
Literally, I have seen shit.
That's shitty.
Yeah, no, I've seen stuff go on sale, and then a week later, it's all the guy sells out because he's only made maybe 20 or 30 copies,
Right.
and then all of a sudden you'll see them start appearing on eBay for twice the price because
Aw.
somebody bought them all.
shitty.
Now that so when we did the what was the last one
That's
we
why
bought?
Hamilton
the,
tickets are so
the
expensive.
Knox and Death Race.
Yeah.
This guy was really good. He limited you to buying one. You had to sign up to buy it. He didn't want any of these
I don't think
resellers.
I even paid $20 for
Right.
Protector and Yazzie,
Yeah,
and that was
yeah.
like, this is like,
Oh, so you
on
had to
the
like
internet, this is
sign
going
up
for
and
big
then
bucks.
see if any of them
But-
got out,
right.
and he would know.
He'd know, right?
Rat Pack sells that one though.
Yeah, Pack Rat Games, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah, that's
sell
where I got it
that.
from.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
Pack Rat Games, and they do a really good job on their packaging and everything. Pack Rat Games is a great place to buy Vectrex stuff from. So our buddy from Pack Rat Games, he's at MGC every year. He's out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You can find him online. Definitely check out his website. He's got a lot of cool stuff. I'm going to show a couple more things. These are really not necessarily game related, but these are kind of G2B related. So as you guys know, Midwinter is coming up in Milwaukee. Midwinter Gaming Fest is a
Where you can
tabletop.
see us live.
Yeah, it's a
All
tabletop
this.
LARPing
Shake our
thing.
hands.
It is
In
what is
person.
it? January 14th. Let me find the date on this again real
Guys are
fast.
being very enticing.
January 12th to the 15th. We will be there on the 14th doing a live show.
And all of us will be bathed beforehand.
No,
so
we
it'll
won't.
smell nice.
No,
No.
promises, Ben.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Live
thank you.
music.
He didn't make you promise I have
Okay,
no plan to
I'm
keep
gonna
it.
bathe.
But so I'm going to tell you right
Well-
now, if you decide to come and watch us
Might
do
take a
our
communal
our
shower.
live show at Midwinter, and we will be doing a live panel show there. We are going to be giving away these really cool dice boxes to maybe our first 30 to 50 attendance. I'm not sure how many we'll make yet, but we have a custom made G2B dice box. Now, Dice Tower, thank you. That we will be giving away.
The advertising team is finally on their game.
You know, he hasn't fired the advertising team in a while, so I gotta say they must be doing something right because they actually are producing shit you
Mel
can
said
use.
she'd clobber me if I fired him again.
So I'm thinking at least maybe the first 30 people in our audience will get a free one of these. As always, there will be some other giveaways as well, which will make this look like crap. So you might want to come to the show just for that.
Nothing will make
I think we got a goat and some weird dicks too.
Yeah, we do. Floppy dicks. A goat and floppy dicks. We're giving away at the show.
That's
Every
at every
show.
show, though.
All right.
Come on, give it.
Gotta give it up on
Yep.
that one.
Yeah,
But
give
even
it a go.
before we are at Midwinter, we will be at NetFest.
Sweet, glorious, stinky Netfest.
Yes.
Hey,
Which
I
is
will
a-
only be there for
that's a little
board
smaller
games.
venue.
It is a much
for
smaller
what?
venue.
Board games.
But we will be recording live from NetFest as we are
Tuesday,
every year.
Thursday.
We'll also be hanging out and
Wednesday.
playing
Wednesday.
games.
All
So if
day.
you do happen to
It's
be at
Tuesdays, right?
NetFest, for God's sake, we're having multiple
Sure, I'll do
conversations again.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Crosstalk. You didn't hear the message before the show started?
No.
Okay. Just I had to ask.
Fingies! Give me the fingies!
I wasn't here.
So anyway, yeah, at NetFest, we'll be playing, and you can just come right up and play with us, touch
Right.
us.
Right. That being said,
We're lonely.
it is by invite only for NetFest, so if you didn't get an invite,
Yeah.
you suck.
Oh,
You are the
that's
crew.
a little mean.
Rob,
But
you didn't
Midwest
invite.
Gaming or Midwinter, Midwinter is.
That would
Hey,
be
come
awesome!
to that convention and
No, I
come
totally
hang
did.
out.
Yeah, you
man.
really Midwinter is a great convention, especially again if you're into tabletop gaming and LARPing. That's the two things that they really do so very well.
It does get smelly, though.
Midwinter?
And Netfest.
Okay.
No, NetFest.
NetFest.
Oh, NetFest. I was gonna say
NetFest totally
Midwinter
gets
does not
smelly.
get
No,
smelly.
Midwinter-
Midwinter with the live LARPing,
LARPing,
or
because they
whatever,
all-
it got a little
That's true.
sweaty.
They get a little sweaty.
Armor.
They get a little sweaty in that armor.
Are you
They
saying
do.
orc smell?
I'm saying
We
big
did it
guys
in
in
yes,
full
they did.
body armor.
They're
after
taking
they beat each other
realism
up for
to a
while,
new
get little
level.
sweaty.
They
I'm not-
did.
I'm
They
not
smelled,
saying they're
they
bad.
smelled like Morlocks. They
At
really
least
did.
they have a reason for it.
Yeah. But yeah, so no
Instead of
Mine's
just
right
being
on base.
a middle
Midwinter's
schooler.
a great one. So again, here's the thing: it's in the middle of January when nothing else is going on.
Except
Yeah,
weird
not my
volleyball
birthday or anything.
or
No, not your birthday.
cheerleader. What?
No.
What
That's
volleyball?
always on.
Volleyball.
It's
The last
usually
2
a
years.
volleyball tournament.
So the last
Yeah.
2 years has been the volleyball thing. So
High school volleyball.
High
Wait,
school-
in Midwinter?
at
Midwinter.
High school girls volleyball
I thought that was
is what
Beat
they
Pig that had the...
like to pair
no,
that
no,
with.
no. That was
Whose
Midwinter.
idea was
Who? You can't
that?
take Ben to this
It's a
thing.
Marcus Hotel. Let me put it out there right now.
Oh, I got you. I thought you meant that there
No,
were...
no. It's at
So
the
it's a
same-
gaming
it's at
convention,
the same hotel.
but
I
at
got
the
you.
same
I thought
hotel.
Midwinter hired these high school
No,
girls.
God.
no,
Oh,
no.
God.
I
Yes.
was
I wouldn't go.
No, either would I. At that point,
No.
that's just.
I
That's
just go
what
to the
I
board
thought.
game.
No, it's still
Look at my
creepy.
glass.
It's still creepy enough. The problem is, yeah, that for the last 2 years, for some reason, it's the same freaking weekend. So
Well, they're probably figure those guys are nerds. They've never talked to a girl anyway. We know they're not going to approach these.
They don't.
No, so-
They don't either.
So they
it's
actually,
okay.
it's probably actually really safe.
So when I go to GeekyCon
You know what I mean?
in last year, the year before last, it was a beauty
Why
pageant,
didn't
like a
they get a-
teenage beauty pageant.
Jesus.
And then this past year was a Zumba convention. So it's all of us nerds and like a Zumba people.
Who thinks this is a good idea? Who
fuck?
books this shit?
Hey,
Well, I mean,
I think
Game
you'd invite
Con
the
was next to like a
geeks,
dog convention
GeekyCon?
this year.
Yeah, but that better than
You had
last
Tom,
year.
it was in
Remember
Florida,
last
it was
year?
wonderful.
I wasn't
Cheerleaders.
there last year.
The cheerleader convention.
Ben was like, "Oh, I remember."
Yeah, yeah.
I remember quite well.
I remember every moment of
Hey,
it.
those girls had moms that were good looking.
I was
They
wondering
did
why
have
you
good-looking
seemed
moms.
drained after MGC
They did
last
have
year.
some good looking
He was so chafed afterwards. He just couldn't. You know.
I put the lotion in the basket and then I forgot it.
cheerleader
at
moms
home.
are just fine. Okay, they're fair game. So, Rob's just going.
Rob's like, "We need to
Stop
end this
now.
thing. 'cause
Stop
I
now."
can't. I can't."
It's so gold. Where do I cut it?
Right.
So yeah, so
Right.
again, if you if you want to see us live and participate in the show, because you'll be part of the live audience as we do the show, we will be at Midwinter Gaming Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We'll be there on Saturday the 14th.
Yes, we will. Around
I
noon.
around noon is our
I
start
just,
time.
Oh,
I just
right.
looked at it.
Yeah. So again, and
So we'll be there early, but you
again,
know, we'll
the-
be on stage.
roughly the first
2
30
hours.
to 50 audience members will
hours?
get a cool dice tower of their own with the cool G2B logo. That's the old logo, but we'll have the new logo on it. No beer. They're not getting any beer.
Why not?
Well, actually, we
Fuck
did.
'em.
No, I'm
We
not
did
gonna
give
lie.
away
We
beer
did
last
give away
year.
beer last year. Okay, I
right,
won't
with
say
a
you won't
valid-
get beer.
with
You
a
may
valid
get beer.
ID.
We did check IDs, but yeah, actually, we did
Oh,
give
we
away
did
beer
give
during the
away
show, didn't we?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
we
We
do
do every year
give
at
away
FGC.
beer.
Yeah,
give
we-
away beer.
Yeah, we always do in our shows. That's
Yeah.
we're not good people.
We're
that
not
way.
gays.
You will
Guys, games and
shamelessly
beer for
bribe our
nothing.
audience.
Yeah, we will bribe our audience. I have no problem with bribing an audience.
Feel free to sue the organization for all we've got.
Yeah.
We could use our debt load
Yeah,
in
exactly.
half, really, right now.
Yeah, you can have half our debt. We will be more than glad to give it to you.
Thank goodness for our billionaire.
George
billionaire-
Soros?
Benefactors?
Yeah.
George Soros,
benefactors.
who,
Yes.
who funds the
Who
show.
buy us beer?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, does anybody else have anything for show and tell?
Man, no one else. Can
I'll take it as a no, Rob.
Beer?
I don't know.
The beer was good.
Yeah.
I'm
Good.
I remember some of last week's.
That's a tight-
the Logi. I
tight-
really do like
tight-
those.
tight show.
It's a tight show.
I just want like a
Yes,
taste.
indeed.
You should grab one of those. Those are really good,
So,
actually.
I'm like looking back here and I'm like, who the hell
Everybody
opened the thing?
was-
And I realized
Ooh.
I opened
That
it.
was you.
Yeah.
I
Sorry,
think this
man.
is the best thing I've ever had.
You were ready to blame me. You were ready to be like, "Don't look through my stuff."
No,
man."
actually, I
It's
was
not
feeling-
you. Well,
Well, I
last
was
week.
feeling kind of bad because you've been leaning
No.
forward so you
I
wouldn't
got
get
it.
the
No,
that's no
end
big
of
deal.
all that.
All right.
The whole time.
Rob, why don't you go ahead and take us out?
I want to say one quick thing.
Oh, God.
Rob, what day of the week does this show usually come out?
Tuesday. Oh, what days it come out? Thursday usually. Maybe Friday.
Hey, Ben, what's Thursday?
My birthday!
Happy
It's
birthday.
my birthday! Oh, Ben,
It's your
Ben,
birthday.
show and tell it's my birthday!
Ben,
I don't think
How old are you,
Matt's
Ben?
invited
29, not
anymore.
30 yet, so go fuck yourself. I'm not old. Yay! I'm still 20.
And in denial!
I'm in denial.
Definitely in
How
denial.
29.
29.
29.
That's how old Justin is. Old Rusty
Shit, you're
Justy.
kind of old.
Not yet. I only listen to NPR on my way into work.
I listen on both ends.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you're old like me.
I listen to Harry
Sometimes
Potter
Hamilton.
books.
Sometimes Hamilton.
That's not.
Wait, haven't you?
Not old.
Wait, haven't you run through those already?
Yeah, and then I
I just
started them
listened to
over
it again.
immediately because I have a problem.
All
I'm
right.
reading them right now.
Awesome!
I assume the unabridged
All
version.
right. Well.
It is the
All right,
unabridged
Rob,
version.
take
Do
us
they
out.
have an abridged version of
I
Harry
hope
Potter?
not.
Yeah, it's called Reader's Digest.
Well, yet again, you've squandered your life away on another episode of Harry Potter. Games and Beer.
I would watch
Harry Potter
it.
See you next
podcast.
week. God, just ahead.
This is the Harry Potter fancast.
I'm on the third book right now.
Are we done?
I'm on book 4. I
We
just
out?
finished book 3.
I think that
Out, or
convinced
just
someone at Blue Bear to continue reading it because he only got to the 5th one. He stopped because he said it was boring, and then he thought it was too old for it. And I said, no, everyone thinks the 5th one's boring.
The guy
Just
working there?
Go on, yeah, the guy.
It is?
Mark
See-
Oh, Marco.
All right.
fucking like.
Guys in Sweden. Me too. We keep going. It's so good.
I know. It's really good.
Dude, have you had the pulled pork?
Haven't been yet.
Oh, it's so good.
Really, so I go to Blueberry.
Me too. That's the first thing
The very first dish I had.
Yep.
Pulled pork.
From
Oh God, yes.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have sex with it.
across from my homeland.